It's very rare for one can predict whereby it's the right person or the wrong person to lead the nation. But behind, one can feel a little bit from the character of the person, the behavior of the person, the performance, the word we use, their stigma that hang on this atmosphere, the oxygen you see we breathe in and out. It circulates within. You can't hide your character. You may pretend, you may try to keep it tight for some time. And one blessing they will say, here I am, I'm no lighter. You can't hide the character, but you can adjust it. You can try to amend it in anything you want to do. These are the issues human beings are facing today. Worldwide, some want to take the whole land. Some want to be the head of everything. Without him, nothing will work. They have to come to he or her. Some know everything. They are the best of the best. So wherever you go, you carry that stigma on you. Brother and sister, listen carefully. And that's the truth. If you behave that way, that's how you are. Wherever you're going, it's like that. Nobody will cut it and throw it down. You are. Unless you try to adjust and let it drop. Cut it off. If you want to be good, you can be good. If you want to be bad, you can be bad. All is on you. All is on you. Yes, it's possible. Whatever you want to be, you can. Would that be the best solution for your life? To earn your living? To be who you want to be? Is that your mission and your values? Talking about the values. It's different from mission. And every human you see on the street, it doesn't just step on the street. That's the reason. Either she or her frustrated, or he or her has an appointment, or he or her have something to do, or he or her feel like to be outside. There must be a reason to see someone outside, going, walking. So wherever you are, wherever you're going, you are carrying your stigma on you. You want to carry that heavy load, or you want to carry something with just little like that you can just pocket it until when going get tough, it will boast. Because every human has a negative and positive on he or her. Positive is a good thing, but on the other way around, it's not good. Negative is also good at the other side, and the other end is not good. But know how to use it. Everything has a purpose. So you can't hide yourself. You don't demand respect. You don't demand respect from the people. Respect speaks by herself. You don't declare yourself to the people that you are the best, but it speaks by itself. You don't show the people that you're honest or rough. It speaks by itself. In life, we try to control the word that is coming out from our mouth, because the words that's coming out from our mouth, it heals and it hurts. Why? Just for example, somebody say, oh, you do great, you are lovely, you're so romantic, you are the favorite person, you are the ever first person that have done this. That is a compliment, and you feel some thanksgiving without any present or any gift given. And the other way around, where the word hurt, the F-U, F-N, F-nigger, F-nigger. You F-U for the whole goddamn day. N-U for the whole day. One day. 1 week. 1 month. 1 season. 1 decade. You can imagine how your spiritual guidance will look. The friends you handle, the people you walk with, the people you deal with, you may be starting seeing the way they react. Negativity or positivity to your words. Judge your words. Don't say everybody's bad, but how you give, you're gonna take. And if you can't give, don't take. By means, if you can't take the word that hurts, F-U, because when you give, you receive. If you don't give, you don't receive. And you can't just always receive. And that's why it's vice versa. So when one keep throwing it to you, the words that has been hurting you for years, the word been hurting you, the stigma that stick to that air every day, cursing, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 season, 1 decade. Are you feeling so good to be with that person? Do you think you can hang out with that type of person? That's what I'm talking about, the character. It's very important. Okay? Your attitude, your character speaks by themselves. You don't have to tell the people who you are. It speaks by itself. You may try to dodge it sometimes, try to fake it sometimes, try to hide it sometimes, but alas, it will pop up and say, here I am, I can't hide myself. But if you listen to what I'm saying, you will try to adjust yourself, because everybody can adjust. He or herself can readjust, can amend. With that problem, there will be no solution. I repeat, without a problem, there will be no solution. So, having a problem, are you ready to take a solution? Are you ready to solve it? Or you kept doing the same thing, turning around like the dog chasing heels or her tail, 360 degrees, of which it depends on you. Nobody can change you. But if you listen, if you wish the words that come out of a human, the words that you hear, it heals. The words you hear, it hurts. So it may hurt you or may heal you. So which one you choose to be with? You want to stick to the one that hurts, or you want to stick to the one that heals, that compliments you and make you feel happy? Or you want the world to be frustrated, cursing and fighting? Or you want the words share equal love, understand each other, learning from one another, from mistakes? There's a whole lot of problems, and there's a whole lot of solutions given. And some of us are still surviving today. So do you. It's your time. Make use of your words. Accurate. No one is perfect. Try to. Before you say, think. Before you bring it out. Because it hurts. And it's also healed. So if you're ready to bring the one that hurts people, you might meet somebody that would like to hurt you as well. So one must go down. And you don't want that to happen. So you always want to see the word that complement each other. The stigma is refreshing the atmosphere. The stigma, I mean the atmosphere you are. It's a pleasure. Not the hardship, not frustration, not sadness, not sorrow. Take for example, why is it that any type of music playing, you see people calm down, people feel good, at least to ease themselves. They can dance, or they can't dance, they sit down and relax. That's a tension of tranquility at that very time, because the sounds, it adjusts your immune. It calms you down. It makes you feel good and relaxed. And that is how it is in your brain. When this body can't take it, this explode. Just like you dive into the cold water, it will chill you, you will be freezing. Or the hot water, which is more than the temperature of your body is hotter than that, you won't like it. So you cut your word to adjust and fit your way of life. If you want the people to be with you, if you want to get along with the people, and if you want the people to feel good with you. Yes, you have bad guys, you have bad girls who don't want to hear good words, only curse and fight. Okay, be with those ones, but don't mingle up, don't mix. And you have the good ones who like to have a compliment. You know, you have people dealing with assertive words in their life. Their spirit is different. And people use the passive words. Their spirit is different. And people use aggressive words. Their atmosphere is different. So 3 types of atmosphere. If you would like to mingle up with that, you can only be one. Especially the people like uniform men and women all over the world. If you wear a uniform, the work is stress. You always meet these 3 types of people in your duty. The aggressive one, the passive one, and the assertive one. No matter what you do, you will always meet these 3 types of communication people I mentioned. So as you as a uniform man, if you're Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine, Coast Guard, Custom, Immigration, Police, Security, anyone that wears the uniform, he or she try to use passive words. Why? Because the passive. So a passive, it mixed with 2 types of character. You compliment and you turn around and kind of, because you are doubting, you're doubting that person, which is somebody you don't know. You can't just give yourself like that. Yes. So you must be passive to the people who you don't know. Especially the uniform men and women in the whole world, not only in Nigeria, not only here in America, in Washington DC, everywhere in the world. So if you wear a uniform, always try to work with passive. I don't ask you to be assertive. They will take you for granted. Passive is prudence. Passive is prudence. So you don't lay yourself down because they can take you. And if you come with aggressive and you don't know he or her character, you'll be a victimized. So wear a uniform. Always try to work with passive. I don't ask you to be assertive. You always have a good people. You always have the bad people. Hardly to be predicted. Not by the skin of their color. Not by the way of how they look. But precaution as a man or women wearing uniform in the whole world. Our brother and sister being killed by such a lot of issue with the policemen, military men, all over the world, because most of them, they don't come to their own pedigree of their training. Well, you can be academically good, you may be not physically good. You may be neutral person. The best way to operate as a uniform men and women all over the world is passive. Because you don't know the person, you are prudent to your own defense. I'm disappointed, brothers and sisters. Such like with the policeman and murder of George Floyd, Minnesota, 25th of May, 2020. Can you imagine? This brother was not aggressive. George Floyd was not aggressive. And you hold him and use aggressive on him. Instead of you to be passive, take precaution. I don't say, oh, okay, everything all right. I don't ask you to be assertive. Prudence. If he or she apply force, then you can show he or her a little bit force. But a person is so calm, speaking, you understand, you felt. One felt a good person by way of talking. Even though he or she tried to heed some of the pattern they are coming from. This third is very important for all brothers and sisters in the world to learn this. In Nigeria, Europe, here in America, Caribbean, Africa, Asia, Russia. That's how come the brutality of the false man. Killing. Taking the authority because they have the authority. They wear the uniform and the thought that is the final thing for their life. And they don't think one day they're gonna pull off that uniform and say bye. And by the time they are common citizens like you, then they start to think. If one of those uniform men maltreating them, then they will start to think. But before it happens, when you hear this word, when you are in a uniform or not uniform, wherever people sees you, they will respect you. Even though they don't speak to you, the way you can feel their presence, the way they look at you, they have a certain respect for you because you do your work with clarity. You do your work with understanding. You do your work with prudence. You do your work with the heart. No racial files. No color is being counted. Brother and sister being killed. A lot of brother and sister being killed here in America, in Nigeria, in Africa, in Europe. Asian, Russian, the same cases because of the brutality of the police. So this very case here, as I was watching the verdict of George Floyd, who was murdered by the policeman, Minnesota, 25th of May 2020. I see the whole world watching, and I thank the judge and some of the jurists who came to a certain point of understanding. We are not in 17th century or 18th century or 19th century or 20th century. We're in the 21st century. This is a generation of equal love, and it's going to be growing. It's going to grow more and more like that. So if you love your job, if you like your job, whether you don't like it, you get paid for it, so you play with the passions. You play with the rules and regulations. You don't take the order, because the order is the people. The power is the people. The people are the one who create that law sitting in the Constitution before you are born. And why is it that we kept changing Constitution every 10 years or 5 years? Because every year something else altered differently. The life changing, the ecology, the global warming, different things appear. So the rules and regulations and the law never stable. That's why I lift up my heart to the judge and the crew, the juries, the case of George Floyd, because that was a judgment for the world to see, and never again will happen. I can see and I can feel from now on, it will never be the same. I don't see only black waiting to see the verdict. I don't see only Caucasian, I don't see only yellow man, I don't see only black men or red men or white men, but the whole colors of mankind, the whole colors of man race are there, solidate with the death of George Floyd. Why am I saying this? It's because he's a black man? No. Because I'm a black man? No. I don't see color, I see love. When it happened to the white man, a yellow man, a red man, it's the same thing. I will solidate. Time has come. In Nigeria, we say ombotse. It's the same translation. Time has come. Ombotse. Yes. We got to adjust the Constitution, the rules and regulations. We got to adjust the law to fit the present, not the past. The bygone is bygone. Now it is now. New world order. And sooner or later, Ed Lloyd Abashi said, we're going to fight for one world currency. I see no reason brothers and sisters jumping from another country to another country, crossing dusted desert, chilling desert, mirage, chilling frozen weather on the sea, on the land, searching for better life, looking at the other side as a green pastures. We are all immigrants. We are all strangers. But I don't support for a stranger to break to one house I don't support that. Stranger break to my house, I got to react. But play to the rules and regulation. It's good to be good, and that's it. Wherever you go, the wrong is wrong, and the right is right. Take it or not, it doesn't start from me, and neither will end on me. Egon Tiger Vision bring you this program called The Future is Bright and Dangerous. Future is bright and dangerous for global warming, for our economy, for technology, for science, for all what is happening. And now people are even planning to buy a land on the planet of Mars, whereby they don't even know exactly how that monster planet look alike. They already have a land on the planet of Mars, while they don't know much what is happening here on the planet Earth. But anyway, some says they planning to destroy this planet Earth, then they will flew to planet Mars. Well, and those who are just thinking about heaven and don't believe a human being can say something right or something wrong to contribute to the life existence on the planet, they might call themselves scholars or academic or philosopher or rocket science. Well, and some believe they are immortal. For whatever, everything has a time. When that time comes, you can't stop it. Ombalaba, look at. The atmosphere is full of stigma. Do you want to enter in a temperature room that is hot, cold, freezing, warm, dark, stink? In attribute to a system and way of life, and that is how a human being life is. It's like you enter a room, it's full of fire, or it's hot, or it's pretty cold, chilling. Some people, they can't be together because of those issues. Very, very hard to attend to them. The way they speak, the way they behave. As I said, you are welcome on the program of L Vision TV Youth Motivation. Some are academically brilliant. That's number one. Some are talented, brilliant. Two. Some are skillful, brilliant. Three. Some were born natural educated. Four type of human being we have on this planet. Education is a key, but not for everybody. Why? Because just that four things I mentioned to you. These fingers are not equal. These 5 fingers are not equal. This is the biggest, but it's shorter than this. This is longer, they're shorter than this. Every these fingers, they're different. None of them are equal. So if you say education is the only key to make a living, that means everybody have to be equal. No. Our mission and values are all different. The time you were born, the year you are born, the month you are born, the country you are born, the atmosphere you are born, totally different. So human being will never be the same. Even though they are twins, brother or sister, never be the same character, never obtain the same way of pedigree of their level of life. Everybody's different. So how can you tell me that education is the only key to make a living? I says education is a key, but not for everybody. So if everyone is a doctor, everyone is a pilot, everyone is an engineer, everyone is who is going to be farmer? So everything has its mission and values. Our students graduated, studies, finish their study, make their NYC. Still, most of them don't have a work or job because most of them just targeting to use a pen and paper, steal our money to a foreign land or overseas. And when they finish their education, got all that master, PhD and all that, and when they don't find a work, they stuck. And I'm not happy with that. So it's time to find ways to make things happen, whether you're educated or not educated. It's not only the master, PhD people make a living. What is the pilot without a farmer? What is a doctor without carpenter? What is a lawyer without a house builder? So on and so forth. Now you understand what I'm saying? Our mission and values differ. So if you know this, that word, education, is the only way to make a living. It won't exist. It may be a cornerstone, but not for everyone. Some people are not physical to do things, and some are very talented, and some are very academically, and some are very skillful. You can't mix these four people. Totally different world. If you put the four of them together, they are never going to be the same. So why is saying education is the only key? A footballer don't have to be the PhD before playing his soccer.